Hello everybody, it's Fern, and today I'm going to be reacting to Infections of a Different Kind Step 1 by AURORA, and I am so excited for this because everyone who watched my previous AURORA album has been telling me that I'm going to like this one so much more, and also the one after this so much more. So obviously that's definitely exciting. I really did like the last album, so I'm very interested in how this one is going to be so much better or so different or whatever. I've heard that some people say it's more mature, like she's grown more into herself. Yeah, I guess I'll find out. I'm going to look through the titles and tell you what I think. So, song number 1, Queendom. Then it goes to Forgotten Love, then Gentle Earthquakes, All Is Soft Inside, It Happened Quiet, Churchyard, Soft Universe, and then Infections of a Different Kind. Okay, so the ones that stand out to me is Gentle Earthquakes, sounds really cool. Soft Universe, It Happened Quiet. Those are the 3 that sound really interesting to me. They actually are all pretty cool, like, song names, actually. Like, I think they're all got something about them that I feel drawn to, honestly. And I don't often see that on an album, so maybe I'll just love them all. Anyway, let's get started. Oh yeah, better not forget. Very nice. Let's go. Right, Queendom, number 1.
Dogs are my lions, the silent ones are my choir. The women will be my soldiers, with the weight of life on their shoulders. Drink until you've had enough, I'll drink from your hands.
Already that sound is so much more, it's like clustered. There's like a lot of like, it's like chunky. It has so much dynamic in it. It's got a movement. Her voice has still got that amazing like tone that she has. Yeah, I'm really liking this.
I will be your warrior.
Warrior?
I will be your lamb.
Wow.
Till Queendom come. Till Queendom come.
Wow, that's incredible. And I'm coming off of listening to FKA Twigs all week, and this has got FKA Twigs vibes. It's got that experimental kind of like industrial sound. Really love her vocals in that little build-up area too. Just felt so like, I don't know, like you're out on a mountain singing it sort of thing, singing it into the wild.
The sea waves are my evening gown, and the sun on my head is my crown. I made this queendom.
Did she say the sun on my hair is my crown? That's beautiful. I love that as a lyric. It's just so natural, but also like saying the sun on your hair is your crown. That's one hell of a crown. The sun. You know, that's just like exuding power, but in like a beautiful way because it's also natural and like, don't need actual gold as a crown. The sun is your crown. I mean, what's better than that?
And all the mountains are my throne. Oh, drink until you've had enough. I will be your warrior. I will be your lamb. Till Queendom come. Till Queendom come.
Wow, I'm really liking this. This is genuinely really different. Yeah, like I said, a lot more experimental. I don't know, there's just something to it that is so like gelled together. It's very gelled in like and wrapped up in like a little parcel, and it feels really good.
I hunt the grass. empathy and hate the way it hides from me. With care and thirst I have become. You have a home in my queendom.
Right, you know what I'm going to do. I'm going to look at the lyrics. The sea waves are my evening gown, and the sun on my head is my crown. Yes, I made this queendom on my own, and all the mountains are my throne. It does very much resonate with what I was saying earlier about, like, it's all like these natural things and so on. But it's also like, she says, I made this queendom on my own. That's like her going, look, I did this all by myself. There's a power in it. There's a confidence. There's a sense of pride. I hunt the grounds for empathy and hate the way it hides from me. And that, you know, trying to find caring and loving people. And, you know, it can hide sometimes because sometimes it feels rare when people care, if that makes sense. Anyway, back to it. I feel like I could hear her voice just going, or whatever. She was just doing like a straight note, and then it would like sometimes change, and it felt like it was just a long note, and it really was like filling the instrumental there, and I thought that was really, really, really beautiful and impressive. Okay, Forgotten Love.
Can you tell if I'm cold? If I'm out of daydreams? If I lose what is lost? Will a new love wake me? I am touched by wonder when I'm blind in the dark.
Her voice does actually sound quite different here, actually. She's got, it's like, not deeper, but like, slightly in a lower register. And actually, I really enjoy it. I'm really enjoying it.
But you drown me in daylight, don't swim with me, darling.
Ooh, I like that too, though. That's higher, but it again, she's playing with her vocals a little bit. It's got like a little bit of a baby voice to it.
I prefer the sound of you when you are away. If I am left with a rose in my hair, let it die. It's the beauty of forgotten love, and I don't care if you don't understand why I cry. It's the
Wow. It sounds like a really distorted like chords playing on a piano, but it's like a bass note on a piano, but really distorted, and it just fills your ears with her like and like the. Let me just hear it again. I really love the melody. Honestly, everything about that chorus, I love. All the elements of things I absolutely love.
I forget how the sun feels when she isn't around me.
I forget how the sun feels when she isn't around me. She's so spiritual. She's so connected to the universe and the earth. And I just so relate with that as well. I'm a huge witchy hippie. Honestly, I am. I am constantly wanting to know what the moon is doing and how it's affecting me. Constantly talking about spirit animals, tarot and star signs. Like, I just feel, but she's representing it so openly, and like I admire people that do that so much. I'm normally quite quiet about it to some degree, but it's just so beautiful to hear. It's like cleansing music, honestly.
My dreams become sweeter when something is missing. I'm in love with the hunt itself. It makes me feel alive.
It's coming. Honestly, her vocals are really quite far away in this part. I don't really know what she's saying at all, but you could just barely hear her just going, ah, 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 ah. You know, they're quite far away. Closer now. Panning. This is honestly quite trippy. This is just like so much movement. Ooh, that's really nice. Do you know what? I really like that outro. Oh, the way all that like that chaos just stops. It almost like breathes out. Again, gonna have a little peek at the lyrics. Can you tell if I'm cold, if I'm out of daydreams? If I lose what is loved, will a new love awake me? Rebirth. I am touched by wonder when I'm blind in the dark. But you drown me in daylight, don't swim with me, darling. I prefer the sound of you when you are away. I always get a little bit confused when I first start reading them, and you lot normally help me out. If I am left with a rose in my hand, let it die. It's a beauty in forgotten love. You know, there's a beauty in death to some degree because of a rebirth as well. And I don't care if you don't understand why I cry. It's a beauty in forgotten love. I forget how emotions dance when they aren't inside of me. I forget how the sun feels when she isn't around me. And my dreams become sweeter when something is missing. I'm in love with the hunt itself. It makes me feel alive. Yeah, going back to the dark and makes her more curious and wonder. It's like when she feels emotion, basically, when she feels really, really down, it makes her remember. No, it makes her want to fight more for happiness, basically. She just wants to work harder on herself and her life, basically. Resliana Ferrasu, Hungar Ferlesarana. I'll leave that to the professionals. I release my body and there is no ghost of you inside my mind. I am moving on and thank God you let me try. You are the reason I can dance. Within a fire of goodbyes. I can lie in a dark room with the feeling that I'm lonely. Oh, it's beauty and forgotten love. So also like a breakup maybe, or, ending a friendship, whatever. It's like going through that breakup and really feeling it, like really feeling the pain and letting it kind of soak through you. And it's almost like she's, saying I can lie in a dark room without feeling that I'm lonely. Maybe before she would have felt lonely, but now she doesn't. So she's healed. But it took a lot out of her to heal. Heartbreak is one of the hardest things to get over, honestly. And it's like you have to go through the pain to be able to be a better version of yourself. And it might not be heartbreak in the usual relationship way, but there's definitely some heartbreak she is talking about here. Anyway, I actually loved that song. I liked it more than the first one. Actually, I loved it. Okay.
Song number 3.
Gentle Earthquakes.
How cold a tear can feel on warm skin, so delicate, violently it begins.
Yeah, I'm liking this already. Yeah, this is much better than the first one. And it's weird to say that, because I did like the first one a lot. Like there was a lot of special songs in there and some qualities of something a bit experimental and different. But this is going all in and it feels confident in every song. Every song has a confidence.
This universe, I will be lost, moving from rivers to mountain tops. Can't stay here. I throw myself in the ocean. I live.
Come on.
Like a gentle earthquake, it intensifies.
Yeah.
It's like my lungs are breathing fire.
Yeah.
And if
I love that backing vocal. You know that backing vocal then, da, 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 da. That reminded me of Grimes. Oh my goodness, she's got it. She's doing it and she's done it. This is, yes, this is perfect. This is brilliant.
And the light will guide her, light will guide her.
Beautiful. Ooh, little reverse moments.
With a combination of purple and pink, the only traces of our love blossoming. I'm not home in a place where love has been broken.
Ready?
Like a gentle earthquake, it intensifies. It's like my lungs are breathing fire. And if the
Love that.
fire is the body parts moving synchronous, all connecting, becomes a human sheet.
I'm not wanting to pause that much because I'm genuinely very much feeling the motion of how the songs are going, and just picking up on so many little details that are just beautiful and intriguing and so and enticing too. They're just so like pulling me in. I love those little reverse vocals, like, but they're all like reversed. It is slightly haunting in a way.
In the 11th hour, finally a hidden flower. In the last moment, finally your birth.
Was that her? Like she went really deep. She's definitely showing off some range in this album and like different styles to her vocals. Also just love how it's stripped back from all that distortion. It just had like slight little rhythmic sounds and her voice and like a harmony over on this side and little bits up here. It's atmospheric. That's stunning.
Like a gentle earthquake, it intensifies. And if the fire flies, my body will be the truth, and the light will guide her. I'm so here.
Ooh, that sounds almost like tribal in a way, but like a modernized electronic AURORA kind of tribal. Some of the rhythmic sounds sound a little bit like crickets out in the forest. Yeah. Oh, there is crickets as well. It's like shakers. Yeah, no, that sounded like layers of different crickets and nature, basically. That was beautiful. Also ending off on those reverse vocals. Interesting. There was definitely a standout part of that song. Also, these are my first reactions. You got to think, I then have to edit and listen to these songs again. And I also generally listen to the album again without any pauses. I just go all the way through it. So it's quite funny how last week I was excited to do FKA Twigs again because I was like, oh, right, I missed her. And I thought, yeah, it'd be nice to take a break from AURORA. Just, do you know why? Because I need it to sink in and I need to hear it and I need to sit with it. And once it's sunk in, I'm like, oh, and I really get to like know it. I get extremely more excited to hear her again the week after that I've listened to her, if that makes sense. And hear something new from her because it takes some time to let it all sink in. Okay, next song, All Is Soft Inside.
I don't know why, but I feel down. You need to know I can't go on. I wasn't anymore. Don't let me change. Don't let me go.
Lyrics. Oh, by the way, if I don't do lyrics for a song, it's not because I'm not interested. It's just I do have to limit how many I do lyrics for, otherwise the video would be really long. And some of the songs I just feel more drawn to wanting to know the lyrics. I don't know why. but I feel down. Sorry, just singing it. Suddenly knows the whole song. I don't know why, but I feel down. You need to know I can't go on. I was a rose, I was an animal. Don't let me change, don't let me go. The first verse is like, you know, I've had a lot of people say that she doesn't feel like her human form is necessarily what she wants to be. Like, for one, she talks about reincarnation and how she believes in that. And I've had a lot of people say that it's almost like she doesn't feel like her being in a human body can quite portray everything she actually feels. It's almost like she doesn't belong in a human body. And this sounds like her before she goes into the human body. It's like her soul talking before she goes into the human body. I was a rose, I was an animal. Don't let me change, don't let me go. It's like, okay, it's like she's just transitioned into the human body. And she's going, oh, I don't like the way this feels. I don't like it. Doesn't make me happy. You know, I was a rose once and I was an animal. You know, don't let me change. Don't let me go. Don't let me change into something else. Like, don't let me go either. It's like, why are you throwing me off into the deep end, which is being a human? Why? This is such a hard physical being to be. Obviously, this is speculation, but I just kind of felt that. All around is stone, all is soft inside. Really hard. Everything around is really hard and terrifying, and all is soft inside. It's like that's just how dangerous it is to be human. Need me for the dark, all that I see came to me in colours. It's almost like something's happening, basically. I need it all. I don't know where to begin. I carry more than you see. My dreams are bigger than me. Please bring me light. I bear a shadow. I call them back to me so they could feed me. Yeah, she's just saying that she is more than human, basically. There's so much in her mind, like it's so expansive and can feel and notice and spiritually is so connected that it just feels not right to be in a human form, basically. And what I will say, I genuinely understand that. Because I don't feel like it every day, but I've had some huge moments in my life where that has been such a main focus for me, feeling like beyond human, very, very, very much so. I won't go too into it, but I think she explains it quite nicely, honestly. All that I've ever known is the universe is wild. Yeah, it is, and that could mean many, many different things. Wild can be both good and bad. It could be natural, it can mean crazy, it can mean chaotic and scary, but it could also mean fun and exciting. So that's a little bit ambiguous. So yeah, I'm liking it. And now I'm going to actually listen to the song.
All is soft inside. All that I know lies within emotion. Words screaming unspoken lead me through the dark. All that I see.
Wow. That is stunning. I didn't even want to stop it, but I have to. Wow. That was just so... I felt like I was travelling into space. And she's done that to me before. But this one felt different. I could almost see like a UFO and like the light shining down, being abducted. The UFO was like a big like spiritual like being. And it's almost like that light shone down on her at one point. And then that's where she's like, I saw the colours. Like she saw... almost like the answers to the universe, what needs to happen to make the world more connected. I know this is like OTT, but I really sensed that. I just felt it when I was listening to that too, and it was just like a transcendent, phenomenal, ethereal sound. Wow. The way that went from like to you know, that kind of like low synthy sound again, darker. It's like we were being lifted and lifted and lifted and then chucked back down to the ground where it's reality.
My dreams are bigger than me. Please bring
Love
me
those
light.
drums.
I bear a shadow. I call them back to
that little sound in the background there. I don't know what it was, maybe like a panpipe sort of sound, but not quite. I don't know, but it had that jungle feel to it.
And all is all inside. All that I know lies within emotion. Was dreaming unspoken. Came to me in colors, lasted for a moment.
I'm just in this song. I'm in it now. What can I tell you? I'm in it. I'm part of the song, and that's final. Okay? It's just so I can't even think of the word, honestly. I think the word is probably from another world, honestly, because it's just so incredible. And incredible isn't the word I was thinking of, but it is that too. I'm just gonna keep going. Something's coming.
We can say what is pure if the hearts can collide. All that
That felt so illegal to even pause then, but I have to because I have to edit this. It transitioned and just went and went and went and went. There was no break. I knew there was something coming. It went dark for a bit and weird and like strange and a little bit broken up and just gliding into like this dark mixed with light chaos, basically. But it's not chaotic because it had like a transcendent like sign through it, which was her vocal, and she's magic.
it's the universe is wide. It's the universe is wide.
It's like a wind chime. Woo! Magic spells happening. Oh. Oh my goodness. That's so good. I loved it. Okay, next song. It Happened Quiet.
Eyes blue and hollow as it rains against their will. I can't remember much more, but I know it happened quiet, so quiet. Words falling out through the window.
Eyes blue and hollow as it rains against their will. Feathers falling out of the pillow as if time is standing still. I can't remember much more, but I know it happened quiet, so quiet. Okay, so it's about someone else. Happened quiet? Is it about death? If it is, that's really sad. Words falling out through the window, all that remains is a silent call. It's earth-coloured red, as I land like a flower on the meadow, love is wild. Ooh, okay. You fell apart like a stone can be broken into sand, 1,000 pieces spread across a crying land. And you can't remember that day, but you know it happened quiet. I don't know, this sounds like it's quite sad. Are your dreams as dead as they seem? Don't you speak over my voice, I will return from the shadows, and I'll bleed in your bed, turn it red. Like the ground outside your window, love is wild. Okay, I'm just going to let this one play out. I'm not going to analyse the lyrics too much because it could be about death, but it could be a metaphoric death. It could be about, not literally about death, but a metaphoric death. So I'm not going to search too much into it right now.
All is the earth, colored red, as I land like a flower on the meadow. Love is wild.
that vocal.
You fell apart.
The harmonies.
A thousand pieces spread
The harmonies are just coming at all angles, honestly.
across a crying land, and you can't
Ooh.
remember that day, but you know it happened quiet, so quiet.
It's very theatrical.
All is the earth, call it red, as I learn, like a flower on the meadow. Love is wild.
I have a feeling from this, it's about to get a little bit dark. I'm not sure. Because even though the lyrics are somewhat, like, I feel morbid to some degree, that it seems like there was an accident that had happened to someone. And then I feel like it's going to get a little bit more dark because it's almost quite light with her harmonies and so on. And the harp-like instrument that is playing.
Higher dreams as they sing. Don't you speak over my voice. I will return from the shadows, and I'll bleed in your bed. Turn it red like the ground outside your window.
Wow. That just went intense and epic and slightly darker. I feel like that those lyrics as well, as like, don't speak over my voice, I'll return from the shadow. It's like haunting. It's like haunting. Are your dreams as dead as they seem? It's like the memories come out at night or something like that.
Love is wild.
There's that wild reference again. Love is wild. The universe is wild. Wild meaning so many different things. Oh, that's really nice. Joining in. That was great. I loved that. I genuinely, again, really loved it. Didn't like it as much as the others. But I'm so intrigued by it. I'm wanting to know exactly what it's about, and I want you to tell me, please. So feel free to comment what it's about. Next song, Churchyard.
He told me I belong in a churchyard.
Oh, I love it when she does that. She always she always goes up, doesn't she? Ah. She often goes up on a lot of notes. Basically, her endings always go up, and that always feels like a call out into the wild. Do you know what I mean? Like a ah. It almost feels like a beckoning, and she does that a lot.
He told me I could walk away, but I wouldn't get far. Tell me, how do people know what is...
The amount of vocals she's got layered up, it's almost like Imogen Heap as well. Very much so, in fact.
He told me I belong in a churchyard.
That's beautiful.
Words
Oh,
pointy like
all right.
arrows, wounds
Yeah.
no one can see.
Love it.
He closed all the windows as his anger broke free.
Sing it.
He told me I belong in a churchyard.
Jar, fuck off. Fuck off. That's Yeah, excuse my language, but do you know what? I don't really care because that's just too good. All right. I feel aggressive. Whenever something's too good, I feel like anger in me. Like, it's just passion. I'm not angry. I am passionate and I'm hot. I'm boiling now because that's so good. I have to hear it again. I got like reverse chills. Like, I literally, instead of getting like super chilled, I just got like full on hot then. Like, I boiled up just with passion. I felt that so hard.
He told me I belong in a churchyard. Me I could walk away, but I wouldn't get far.
Sorry, I'm ruining the songs here by adding my own little ad-lib. She is doing a call and response. She's doing a, he told me that I belonged in a churchyard. Then there's like nothing. And remember I said about the beckoning, like, ah? So then when she's leaving space, it makes you want to answer by going, yeah, or, oh yeah, I'm coming. There's a call and response. So she's going, oh. And then there's like a little bit of space and you can hear little backing vocals of her like, but you know, before I even heard those backing vocals, I started singing alongside them because I actually felt compelled to.
He told me I belong in a churchyard. Hate followed him gently.
So good. Best song on the album. Absolutely the best song. It's the best one.
He told me I belong.
That beat switch up.
He told me I could walk away, but I wouldn't get
I just don't even understand how you can get any better than that, though. I'm actually loving all the songs before that, like, majorly, but then this one just comes out and just punches me in the face. And it never felt so good. Sorry. Ow, ow, ow. Get off. Ripping my hair out. Nasty little thing. If you're going to do songs like that, you need to, like, give me some warning, because I literally felt as hot and red as my dress underneath my makeup. That just threw me off a little bit in like the best way possible. Oh my goodness. Can you imagine the scene? Can you imagine the crowd with that song? I could imagine it in like an underground like kind of club as well. Yeah, and it definitely had some Grimes feels to it, and it also had a bit of the Prodigy in there too. You could have warned me that there was going to be a song like that. I'm going to try and calm down. Soft Universe.
There's ice in my water, and when I drink, it cuts my tongue.
Ooh.
There's glass on the playground, it cuts my skin when I run. And from the dark into the light, I saw a stone burst into life, and in the corner.
I'm liking it, and it's about to go somewhere again. It's got that build up coming. Oh God, please don't do it to me again.
I saw a dream that never died. Speak to me, with love in your words. Make for me, a soft universe.
Definitely slightly tamer than Churchyard, but still has the same effect of just like, well, this one's got more of that ethereal effect again, but I don't know, a mixture. her voice.
Don't let me turn it to pain. All of this is loneliness. Let the universe go round. Speak to me. Speak to me.
Call and response.
With love in your words. Make for me. Make for me.
Ooh. That sounds like she's like singing in a bathtub. Here she goes. Do it. Come on, girl. You got it. Yes.
Speak to me. Speak to me.
I told you on her last album, she really knows how to get you with the choruses. She is the best person I've ever heard do build-ups. She builds, she goes right to the bottom and then she builds it all the way up and just like throws you into absolute heavenly chaos. And I'm just blown away by this album, honestly. Oh, that drum. Ooh! Oh, that drum. It's like, and it's like, the first like one or two has like full on reverb on it, and then the last hit has, it just cut short. The reverb cut short. See? Oh, that's so good. You were right. You were right. I didn't know what had hit me. Really, I don't feel like I really knew who the hell Aurora was when I was doing the first album. I got a glimpse. It wasn't this. This isn't what I saw. I'm just going to let you guys know, this is more my style. This is just 100% more my style. Like, I love something that's a little bit more dark, a little bit more gritty, a little bit more, something that can envelop me and I can just go on a journey with each like little sound and some like, yeah, I just do. I like it. There's some rock elements in here too and I appreciate it. Infections of a Different Kind, the album, it's the title track. Okay.
It's a feeling growing.
I know we just started a song, but her voice is just very different on this album, and not in all parts, but in some of the parts, and I genuinely love that because it's so there's growth in her vocals.
With time, like a restless in the leaves calming down. The world is a hole, and we all seem to fall down and down. Unfolding our arms cannot do any harm. Violent contractions. And if there is a God, would we even know his name?
Okay, I just wanted to say some of the lyrics. It's a feeling growing old with time, like restless inner leaves coming down. So it's like fall, like autumn inside of her. A slow dying. The world as a whole, and we all seem to fall down and down. The world as a whole is just incredible. It's just a never-ending failure. That's what it's portrayed in these lyrics. And the universe is growing tall, and so like we're getting further and further away from the universe and connection to the universe. And we're all caving into dreams of the space. Unfolding her arms cannot do any harm, violent contractions. And if there is a God, would we even know his name? And if there is a God, I think he would shake his head and turn away. Very sad, but there is a bitter truth in that, and she just definitely wants our world to be a better place.
And if there is a God, I think he would shake his head. So belong to us all, be God in the shape of a girl who walks this world. And I beg to be drained. Okay, and more than okay for a while.
And so she's saying, so belong to a soul, be God in the shape of a girl who... She's talking about herself actually being the God. And I don't think she's saying she's going to be God of the people, and she's not referring to herself as God. But I think she's saying God is in all of us. We are all our own God. We all have to find our own God within us to... we have to take away our pain, and we need to be able to find a place where we can feel better for longer times at a time, longer moments at a time, possibly.
Infections of a different kind. The world has been attacked by your pain. If I am the world, then why would I hurt all that is living?
Oh, I loved that.
And if there is a God, I think he can't hear all of us. From the pain I have sold myself in, so I can stay. Okay, and more than okay for a while. For a while. For a while.
Rising. Wow. Another one of those songs, a bit like Through the Eyes of a Child. The lyrics are very important, that she gives you like this beautiful like vocal layered and instrumental, part where you can just sit with it and think about those lyrics whilst listening to her take you on the journey.
This is the breath, this is the breath.
A little breath at the end. Oh. It's almost like rewinding through the song. Wow. She's reversing. Wow, that's a really good ending song, actually. That's a really good ending song. I love that little reverse moment too. Keeps you thinking. Wow. Thanks, everyone. I'm so glad I listened to this. Like, genuinely, like, what the hell? So, my favourite songs. Have a guess. I'll give you 1 second. Churchyard. It's my favourite song, 100%. I loved Forgotten Love as well, because it was one of the first, of the songs that just kind of went, what? Hang on, what? Oh my god, it's hard to remember them all, but this is for right now. Soft Universe I loved, Gentle Earthquakes. Obviously when I get editing, it's a different story. So yeah, what the hell? Okay, also, I just wanted to say, first of all, thank you for watching, like and subscribe, of course. And I, before I started getting like subs and stuff on YouTube, I like went for a walk one day, a lovely autumn, well, it wasn't a lovely day actually, it was a windy, rainy day, but it was a day in autumn where it was windy and rainy. Anyway, I decided to make like a little short film. It's genuinely a short, tiny little film, and what I did was just film all the things around me and like all of nature, birds, the ocean, sand, the beach, the seagulls, all sorts of things. And I went home, put all the footage together, and I made some music to put over the top of it. And I also wrote a poem to go with it. And then in the video, I speak the poem, like spoken word. And it's quite intense. And I just thought I'd address you, Aurora fans, and say, if you would like to watch it, I will link it in my description. And it might pop up on the video somewhere up here or this side. One of the sides. Yeah, I just like recommend that you give it a watch, because the poem is definitely about mental health and nature and rebirth and growth and all those things. So I would be so happy if you went and watched it, and truly I am really wanting you to watch it just for the plain fact of you might like it. Go check that out, link in description, like and subscribe. So yeah, thank you, and